Yo, people, what's going on? Back again, Red Talk settings. What you man telling me?
What's good? What's good? Everyone bless. Everyone bless.
Yeah, G.
Yep,
Man's
I'm
calm. What
blessed,
you
man.
telling me, man?
Yeah, man. All good.
I'm chilling, man.
And another day, another statement. You know what I'm saying, from United. Another day, another statement.
Bruv, what have I missed, blood? What statement, blood? What's going on?
Oh, statements galore, man. You missed a lot of GA rate lately, man. There's been a lot
Bruv,
of GA going on.
Bruv, what happened, bro? Like, I'm seeing bit of stuff in the chat. I don't know what's going on, man. Like,
Bro,
Go on,
it's
Saeed.
ugly, man. Now, basically, United are basically refuting claims that they covered up the Antony situation. They've come out today and basically refused that they didn't acknowledge that they apparently a pedophile was invited to Man United last season for a
what do you mean
women's game.
invited, blood? Hold on, sorry.
Yeah,
Hold on. Run that
obviously.
back, blood. Hold on. What?
So basically, obviously it's alleged, isn't it? It's alleged, but basically there was a pedophile that was invited to women's game who used to be the former Manchester United women's coach between I think 1983 to I think I don't know 1990 something basically. And they're saying that they didn't know about it. So it came on the news today, and apparently they're saying today that they're refuting claims that they knew he was basically a pedophile. So and he was given an honours welcome or something like that. You know what I mean? At a women's game last season. So yeah, man, it's all absolutely mad, bro. And obviously, Antony's girl's coming out. She's making a lot of claims. She's claiming that United tried to cover it up. You know, it's just a long list of what's going on.
What is this on Twitter?
No, she's come out to the media, Brazil media. She's come out to Brazil media, and obviously she's saying that basically Manchester United tried to cover up the domestic case abuse, and basically she tried to say that they didn't want her to send her to a hospital, and they tried to get a club doctor instead to kind of obviously treat her when you're not supposed to do that. You're supposed to go to a hospital, aren't you? But they're apparently saying that they don't, you know, they're refuting the allegations. So yeah, bro, it's madness, man. It's mad. Man United are making more statements than we've had points, than we've had wins. You know what I mean? Every minute there's a statement now. It's wild, man. And that's, listen, since we had the devil there, bro, I'm telling you now, you see the shaitan, man. You see that devil there when he got put on the finger. I've been saying, it's been absolutely mad lately. But yeah, man, I can't lie, bro. It's all wild, minute. It's all wild, man.
I said that Ten Hag and Arnold are at Carrington shredding documents. Sorry,
Bro.
that's mad funny.
Bro,
crazy.
That's mad funny. Like it's Western Holdings, you know what I'm saying? And that, like, we're to the power OGs. They know what I'm talking about. I said shredding documents. That's funny, yo. That's funny. That is funny.
Bruv, what? Hey, bruv, this football club is finished. Hey, bro.
I told you, man. It's
Bruv, remember when I was going viral on Twitter? Like, remember when I said the direction this club's going in, yeah? And then I had all of these Brexiteers, yeah, on my neck, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? And now what?
David May at you, man. David May, United.
Exactly, David
oh yeah,
May,
shit. I remember David May. I remember
that's
that.
That's what I'm saying, bro. That human thumb, blood. And now look at your life now, bruv. You know them ones there? That bro looks like a thumb, blood. Do you know what I mean? And now look. What did I say? And look how many years that was.
Yeah,
I hear you, man.
That was 2 years ago only.
A man was calling me out 2 years ago, and look now. Look at the state of this club, bro.
Yeah, it's a mess.
Yep.
It is a mess.
Yep.
On and off the pitch. And we do it. This is just adding on top of it. Like adding on top of what we already do. Nobody's surprised. Everyone knows how much we're a mess off the pitch in regards to footballing issues. And the stuff we're discussing that's not even footballing things. You know what I'm saying? In regards to them inviting that alleged whatever pedophile, whatever he is, like him to that's a terrible mishap. Who's responsible for that? If that is indeed the case and that's true. The Antony situation, obviously we don't know. That's it is crazy. Yeah, go on.
I refuse to believe, a club like Manchester United, that are doing absolutely everything, in the name of PR. There's no way they didn't do their research and they didn't know these things were happening. And that's why I'm inclined to believe that they knew exactly what was going on and they tried to cover it up. With this nonce, blood, and also with the Antony situation, I completely refuse, I refuse to believe that they didn't know. It's just the same with Ollie, blood. Like even Ollie was engrossed in some madness, blood, with an art charge and that of one of the players.
Yeah, there was a
no. You trying to say what? You trying to tell me that they didn't?
I don't remember that.
They're saying that him and the man them covered up some bandulu thing over there, bro, for one of
Oh,
the
is it?
players or something like that. Yeah, bro. Like, bro, you think the club don't know these things?
Oh, I didn't know about the Ollie one. I didn't know about it that time. That's crazy.
Broski, these
That is
men know
crazy.
what's going on. If you think that United don't do their due diligence, yeah, then you're just extremely naive, blood. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
These men will do checks on everyone, bro. I know that. Do you know what
So
I
you
mean?
reckon they just tried to pattern it? They just tried to be like, all right, it'll be all right. And then now they found out. I wonder who revealed it. Because it could be that, what you're saying. It could be,
Bruv, listen, I'm
like I said,
telling you,
I don't
I've
put
been
anything
around
past
these
these men.
things. I've been
Yeah, go on.
around these things enough. I've done TV, I've done radio, blood. Like even when I went to Vice here to do my series here, and this was in 2017, bro. These man, yeah, before I recorded my first series, yeah, they sat down with me, yeah, and they had someone there, yeah, to go through all of my tweets and everything like that, yeah.
Jeez.
Just to protect me and to protect themselves. You know them ones, just to see if there was anything like on there that could have been misconstrued, and there wasn't. But it's one of them ones where, bro, like that's even a company like this. Do you know what I'm saying? Because man was doing some political stuff and they knew that there'd be a witch hunt in it, so they wanted to make sure that there's nothing.
It's clean.
Yeah, there's nothing there that could have potentially. You get me? So if they're doing that, don't think that Manchester United are not looking. They're not making sure that everything's patterned before they do these things. But they know, but they knew what they were doing. I'm not trying to absolutely hear anything about they didn't know.
Well,
It's
if it
just the
is,
same
though,
way.
I mean,
Remember
man,
when Sky Sports brought Speed on there, and then they were pretending, oh yeah, we didn't know and that. But of course you knew, blood. You just wanted to piggyback off the clout,
Clout.
that he
Yeah,
had
yeah.
at the moment. You can't tell me you didn't know what Speed was doing, because even I knew, blood, and I'm not even a fan of Speed. I only knew of him because these lot were sending me links of stuff, and I knew what kind of guy he was, and I'd only seen about 5 videos. So if I knew, there's no way that Sky Sports didn't know.
That's a Stevie Wonder FC, you know. That's but you are right. Obviously, Sky Sports, they knew that he was banned from Twitch. Like everybody knows, you know what I mean? If you're doing this, if you're one of the biggest social media kind of PR machines, you will know Speed is banned on Twitch, and you know why he's banned on Twitch. These guys, they're in around it. They got a young team in it, so yeah. I mean, I refuse to believe that, but this is for me, it's equally damning though with this anti situation. It happened in a hotel. Obviously, they have apparently there was a social council officer. Everyone has a council officer, someone who basically supports
Hold
the
on, was that
players.
his ex-girlfriend or ex-wife?
Yeah,
or something?
ex-girlfriend.
So what do you mean it happened in a
ex-girlfriend.
hotel? What are they saying, that there was
Happened in a
violence in the
hotel.
hotel?
Yeah, in the Regency Hotel, which is basically in South Bali. It's next to me actually. It's like a 5-star hotel, and she was called to that location. But then they were saying that, oh, you know what, that you know, she wasn't refused any sort of medical treatment, etc., etc. She wasn't like dealt with anyone that, you know, wasn't receiving any sort of violence against her. Like they dealt with her accordingly. So they're kind of shocked and surprised and this has happened. But like I said to you, they could be covering it up because they don't want, because if they're involved, if they are in the situation and they find out the CCTV and they find out that they come there and they rush there and she's probably bleeding or whatever, then bro, they're in this situation. It's mad. When you actually deep it, you're involved. And because you try to cover it up. That's if you were involved. So
you're right. You're not lying. You're not lying, Saeed, in regards to if they are indeed the case. Yeah, because there's going to be CCTV at the hotel. So we will know if whether she's lying or the club's lying in regards to them covering it up. And it wouldn't surprise me because even Rants talking about like them doing their checks. This club's incompetence would never surprise me. So if they didn't do their checks, it wouldn't surprise me. I know what this football club's like. We see how badly it's run from a footballing side of things. And that's what they're supposed to be good at. Because it's Manchester United Football Club. So stuff outside of that, like in terms of gatherings and bringing special guests back and etc. etc. Nothing surprising with these. Same way if they did indeed try and cover up the Antony situation, it wouldn't surprise me. Look how they handled the Mason Greenwood situation. You know what I'm saying? They wanted to make a decision on that and refused to. That's why they made the initial statement that didn't say anything. If you wanted to bring him back, stand on it and say, yeah, we're bringing him back and deal with the backlash. Don't put it on the women's team. They tried that. Oh, yeah, we're going to talk for the women's team to then, the women's players to then get abused. And they haven't said anything. You know what I'm saying? They minding their business. This ain't nothing to do with us. We don't make the decision. You're the hierarchy. Yeah, they playing in the World Cup and they're getting abused on socials because the club, they've not even said, yeah, bring him back or not. It's just the club have said, yeah, we'll talk to them. Like, no. You the boss. You make the decision. Don't put that on the employees. You're the employer at the end of the day. But this don't surprise me with this club. I'm saying whether it's the Greenwood situation, potentially covering up this Antony situation, the thing with this guest, putting out statements that don't say shit. It's like, yo, just shut up. Sometimes just shut up and don't say nothing. You know what I'm saying? Just pouring fuel on the fire. Don't say nothing.
No, 100%, bro. And this is what it is. And I just can't sit here, and genuinely believe that the club never knew about this. You know that?
First.
And you know what it is? If you know anything, even if you know anything about the media, guys, like, you don't even have to be involved in it like I am or whatever, bro. Like, when stories are coming out, the club would have been briefed weeks before this thing hit. People don't just wake up in the morning, write a story, and then it's on the internet and it's in newspapers. People get briefed. Do you know what I mean? They'll say, like, someone from like the newspaper or something might ring Man United and say, yo, we've got this story coming out on this day. Are you aware of this? And then teams have opportunities to react to the story. Things don't just come out, bro. Do you know what I mean? So the club been knowing about this, blood.
No smoke without fire, innit? No smoke without fire, man. That's what they're saying, man. You know what I mean? And obviously, this is a club that's well connected. You know what I mean? The ex-girlfriend speak to the liaison officer. They speak to them. You know what I mean? There would have been a situation where she must have rung Man United. You know, said, yo, listen, man, what's going on? Antony did this and da-da-da. And ultimately, they might say, yo, we're not involved, but you have to be involved. You're in the football club. You're in the facilities of the football club. You know what I mean? You have to have that duty of care as a club. So you're gonna know what's happening, whether you like it or not. You're gonna know what's happening because every player has a safety officer or someone who basically can help them out. Whether it's like they want to go to the arena, Manchester Arena, and they'll sort them out with tickets. Whether they want to go, I don't know, somewhere where they need security, they have to get facilitated. Every single thing they have to be facilitated by. So they will know what's going on in the inside of it. So that's why for me, it's like I don't think she's going to this lengths now to just say this on purpose. There must be a reason why she's now targeting United, because that's a big allegation to say, yo, you man covered it up. To say that, like, because she's like, you Antony there who's done something, or allegedly, done something to you. So why would you go to the club? You should be focusing your energy on Antony. But now she's like, nah, you know what? The club's in the wrong as well. Because he's come out.
She wouldn't be coming out. She's got nothing to gain from mudding Man United. So that's why I believe her. Because she's got nothing to gain. Like, if she wanted to get Antony, she don't have to involve the club. Do you know what I mean? But what she's probably seeing is, she probably thinks, you know what? I got this guy banged to rights, and then all of a sudden, like, the club are either paying for his legal team or trying to cover things up or doing X, Y, Z. She's got absolutely no reason to try and mud the club. No reason, bro. Because whatever beef she's got with Antony is with Antony. And that's what makes me believe, that clearly, like, there has to be some sort of truth in it. Even if it's not the whole truth. Even if she was, maybe she exaggerated some things or she's added some things, like, he's done something, bro. Do you know what I mean? I refuse to believe that he ain't done nothing. Like, it's impossible.
You believe something has gone on. As to what we don't know yet, but something's gone on.
Something has gone on more than once, because you know what it is, with these kind of guys, and with these kind of relationships, these things tend to happen multiple times. They don't just happen once. And obviously, she's got to a point where probably they're not together no more. He's probably got a new gal now, and she's mad. So now
he has got a new gal.
Exactly. See, I didn't even know the story. Do you know what I mean? But I know women.
Yeah,
you know, like that. This is it. This is it, bro. Like, he's got a new gal now. He's moving on. You know, like that. And then, boy, even when they broke up, he probably went back, smashed a couple of times, then went back, got his new thing, and she's mad. So now she's trying to flame him, bro. But I don't believe that he hasn't done it. I believe he has done it. But I believe that she's now bringing the whole, like, bro, hellfire to him, because he's moved on and she's pissed.
Because was the initial one, did it not happen in Brazil, and this was like last year? I swear it was a long time. When was the initial one?
No, apparently it's January. It's January. It happened in January, I think, or January or February. Let me.
Okay, January, February. We're in September, so yeah, like, I'm still right in regards to that's almost last year. You know, I'm like, this is my point I'm making. Like, this has been a long-standing thing. So again, because we don't know all the reports. Yeah, go on.
So basically, it happened in January the 14th in the hotel where he allegedly headbutted him and punched her in the hotel room.
Jesus Christ.
after the game against Man City. It's after the game, apparently.
Yeah, and then what? And then what happened after that? Because if anything happens in a hotel, yeah, the people in the hotel, yeah, have a duty, yeah, to call the police, blood. Like they do.
Yep.
So why wasn't the police called then? If that happened,
Unless they
She
don't know.
goes, she was denied access to go to the hospital. They said they're gonna call
access to the
someone
hospital,
to
she
help
ain't got
her
a
out.
mobile phone, blood.
Well, I don't know. Obviously, that's why she's saying that she tried to cover. They
So
allegedly
they're trying to say
cover it
that
up.
Man United told her to stay in the hotel, not
Yeah,
go to the
basically,
hospital
yeah.
because they don't
That's
want
what
them
she's
to
saying.
know.
Yep.
And the club doctors, she's saying the club doctors came. Is that the same? Is that same scenario?
Yeah, the club doctor, and then they're saying that she didn't come. So basically, they're refuting it. She's saying it happened, and basically, CCTV now will be maybe the one that kind of, breaks the straws back in terms of what we find out. So if that CCTV is there, then boy, you get me.
United
So it's
are
one of
finished,
them where
United are finished.
It's a hell of a
CCTV
lot.
now again.
You know what I'm saying? Big up United Spartan for the super chat as well. I said I'm starting to believe 90% of our success was because of Sir Alex. What do you guys think? We need to find another. I don't think so.
You're not gonna go on.
I don't think so. I just think we're in a different time whatsoever. Do you know what I mean? No. Like Sir Alex Ferguson was at Manchester United in a time where, if we're being completely honest, yeah, we never really had any competition in it. Like we didn't really like Arsenal had Arsene Wenger, yeah, who made amazing of the foreign market, but we were outspending everyone, bruv. Like, do you know what I mean? We were taking everyone's best players. We had the best players, had the best team, and bruv, we were just beating everyone. And then when City and Chelsea got money, yeah,
it became tougher. It became tougher to dominate.
to win, and we stopped winning.
Yeah,
do you know what I mean?
We didn't win we didn't win as frequently. Yeah. You still picked up prems, but didn't win as frequently. Yeah, no, I hate you.
That's all it was, bro. Like, do you know what I mean? And that's not taking anything away from the manager because that oversimplifies everything. He was still a great manager, but ultimately, the competition wasn't there. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, it's a completely different era now, bro. Everyone's got bread, blood. Do you know what I mean? We saw what was it? Watford turned down like 80 million for Richarlison or something from Barcelona or something. Like, bro,
that's crazy.
Yeah, I remember that day.
What?
They should have topped that for fucking Richarlison.
The Prem's different now.
Well, yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying?
But in regards to finding you ain't gonna find another Sir Alex because he was just levels above, like as a manager. Like that's a rarity. That's like saying, oh yeah, just go find another Pep for City. Like you don't,
that.
You're not just gonna go. Nah. That's like saying, you know what? Yeah, let's just go find another Paul Scholes in central midfield. Like these players like that, and managers like that are rare. Don't forget David Gill as well. Yeah, man, don't forget because we never really liked our owners even before the Glazers. But don't forget David Gill. He played his part in terms of the hierarchy. Gill was
a big loss.
Yeah. He played a huge role in what went on at Manchester United. We just had everything patterned at the right time. That's what it is. Fantastic manager, fantastic infrastructure, and we found the talent. You know what I'm saying? Like class of '92, that will probably never happen again. That won't happen again. That will not happen again in our lifetime.
A man said he cheated on his old thing with the thing that's accusing him now. See, bro, this is what I mean. But this is why, guys. Yeah, you see when man them say gal talk all the time. Trust me, I'm preparing you for life. I swear down, it's not just football. I'm preparing you for life. How did I know it? How did I even have an idea of what was going on? And I don't know what's going on because I know what gal are like, bro. He definitely was doing a madness, bro. He was definitely doing a madness, but the bottom line is he's moved on now.
And he's got the bread as well. So
exactly. He's moved on now.
Taking that bread.
She's pissed because you know what? Like, if she's not with him no more, she ain't got the lifestyle no more. You know what I mean? She ain't got the private jet. She ain't got all these other things. So now it's like, what? You're hurting me? Cool, I'm gonna hurt you. That's what it is, bruv. She wants that money, bro. And he probably should have paid her outside, and this should have never come to light. But maybe he tried to bad her up and said, "I ain't giving you no money." Yeah, and now, but she's gonna take it by force, blood.
And that be a lesson to you as well, man. A minute, if you got a girl, don't go around cheating because you don't want the whole drama that comes with that. Not saying that in this Antony situation because I don't know. I'm just saying in general, you don't want that type of drama. You don't want that type of drama. If you got one woman, stay with her. If you don't, you know what I'm saying. If you can't stay faithful, stay single. It's okay, especially if you're young and rich like an Antony.
100%. Hey, big up Big Yinks. He said this could be another Johnny Depp situation. Let's wait for the police report. Man, them don't start being a chatty narrative. Listen, I'll tell you something for free.
No, I hear that though.
I'll tell you something for free. He did it, innit? You know them ones that I don't say
all that.
Bruv, I'm saying it, bruv. You know why I'm saying it? You know why I'm saying it, bruv?
Go on.
Because, bro, listen, I've been around enough guys, yeah, to know, yeah, who's capable of what, blood. I've been in MMA gyms for years. I've been in boxing gyms. Man's played ball. You see Antony, this brother, yeah, bro, if he's running around kicking man, yeah, on camera in front of 80,000 people, you think that he's not putting hands on
Bro.
people off the pitch? Are you all right? Have you seen this player? He's the most petulant footballer, yeah, that I've ever seen in life, bro. How many times have we seen Antony run and just kick a man? Kick a man when the ball's not even there. Bro, tell me I'm lying.
On the pitch, you're 110% spot on, but
bro, if a man would do that, yeah, in front of the ref, in front of the cameras, and in front of everyone in the stadium, don't tell me, yeah, that when he's by himself, yeah, he's got supreme self-control, blood. No way. I'm telling you, he's got zero composure,
just
bro.
Regard for the man who said in the super chat was like, "Oh, don't be creating a narrative. We're not here creating a narrative. We're here."
He created the narrative with the headbutt.
Yeah, but the thing is, none of us have said he's guilty.
But alleged.
None of us. Yeah, that's why we've said alleged. Nobody here.
I'm saying, yeah. I'm saying, you see the same way these man.
I'm saying, I'm not saying he's. I'm not saying.
You see the same way these man were so quick. These man were so quick. With Mason, they said, "Oh, there's evidence." Yeah, but with Antony, they said there's no evidence. But they're saying that there's no evidence. There's evidence.
Let me call you something on it though. This is deep, yeah. But how come it's, you know what? No, but how come it's now Antony you're so sure, but Greenwood you weren't so sure? Like,
no, I am sure though. But we know, yeah. But we know what he got accused of. We know what he got accused of. We know.
But do you think? The thing is though, you're saying now Antony's guilty of it.
Bro, listen. Mason, yeah. Did you hear what Mason got accused of? Of attempted, yeah. Attempted.
Yeah.
That's what they said.
Yeah.
Bruv, there's nothing that, and also, Mason did put hands on her, and that's what he got arrested for initially. He got arrested because he grabbed her.
We'll never know anyway. By the way,
no, he did. We know that he got arrested because he got into a physical altercation with her. Because remember, there was news that came out on Twitter saying, "Oh yeah, a player has been arrested" or something like that. That's what he actually got arrested for, bro. That's what he actually. So we know that he put hands on her. But the other thing with the voice notes and that he didn't get arrested for that. He didn't. He was accused of attempted, but they know that they've agreed that he didn't actually do it. But there was enough evidence from the voice note for them to investigate outside, whatever, innit? My man has seen pictures of her hands broke up, all these other things. And I've seen this bro kicking man on a pitch.
Oh, is the pictures? I've not seen.
There's pictures of her fingers broken and that, bro. Listen, there's some madness. There's some madness, bro. I'm telling.
We've seen pictures of Greenwood's girl with broken and blood all over her. So
yeah, bruised up, and he got arrested for that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying to you. But obviously with this,
so we know that he hit her. We know Mason hit his girl because we saw the pictures and he got arrested for it. So we know he done that. We know he done that. It's the R thing, yeah. That man bust case from. He didn't bust case from hitting her because he got arrested for that.
You know what it is with the anti situation. I think, don't get me wrong, the Greenwood, the voice notes and the pictures, they were there in the wide open. Obviously, then everyone had their own opinion about the situation. With the Antony one, we've only known from her side. So
I've never seen Mason hit no one yet in real life on the pitch, blood. I've seen Antony do it. I've seen Antony do it, blood.
Yeah, listen.
I'm just saying, broski. I'm just saying, Antony has.
That don't mean it,
bro. Anthony's got no self-control, blood, none whatsoever. If he can't control himself in public, I don't trust him behind closed doors. I don't trust him, bro.
Yeah, but for me though, I don't think it's as black and white though as that though. Like,
it's not black and white. I'm not saying, yeah, bro. I'm not saying she didn't wind him up.
That's how you.
I'm not even saying that maybe. You know what I'm saying? I'm not even saying that maybe she pushed man and maybe. You know what I mean? She deserved a punch or something. I don't know, innit? I'm not saying she didn't. I'm just saying that he done it. I'm not saying what she did, but I'm saying he done something.
But the thing is, though, why is it so 100% for you, though? Why is it so 100%? I've
already told you.
The thing is, though, your baseline of what you're... No, the thing is, your baseline of what you're judging off is on the football pitch where emotions get the best out of you.
What? And they don't when you're in a relationship. You never had a girl before.
No, but the thing is, no, I get that. But then we don't know 100% sure though. But we don't know for 100% sure though, innit? That's the thing though, man. We don't know.
Let me tell you something, yeah. Let me tell you something for free, yeah.
Yeah.
No one in life will ever push your buttons like a girl, blood. No one, because you see women, yeah. women are experts in psychological warfare, blood, because physically they can't do you nothing, bro. So they will say whatever they want to say. I see a little interview the other day with did you see the Mike Tyson drink champs thing when he was there, yeah? And they said to Mike Tyson, you're like, do you know how intimidating you are? He said, me intimidated. And he said something, he was having a conversation with his wife about the Romero and Tank fight, innit? And his wife thought that Rolly could beat Tank. And Mike Tyson was like, there's no way he's beating him. And she said to Mike Tyson, yeah, people didn't think Buster Douglas would knock you out. And look what happened, blood. Wow. That's what his wife said to him, bro. His own wife. That's what his own wife said to him, bro. And it's like, bro, only a woman would have the audacity to say something like that. Yeah, you know, like that. Only a woman, bro, because a man wouldn't say that to Mike Tyson. Yeah, fuck that. You know, like that, but a woman would. You know, like that, bro. They've got a certain level, yeah. When it comes to psychological warfare, yeah, like, bro, you gotta understand, they will go to different levels, yeah, to wind you up, bro. Like, it's different because they know what they like physically, yeah, mentally they have, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? And it's one of them ones where if a man could get wound up on a football pitch by a man that you don't even really know, yeah, just because he tackled you a couple of times, you don't like it. Don't tell me that there's nothing she can say, yeah, for a man to do the mad thing. I'm sorry, bro. Like, if you can't control your...
It correlates, though.
No, it does correlate, because if you can't control your emotions, yeah, in one aspect, then I do not trust you in aspects of emotions with gal, blood, because gal will say the worst, bruv. Gal have done, bro. I've been in situations where gal
gal do the
mad thing, bro.
Bruv,
I don't think man have lived, bro. Like, I've been through some shit, blood.
Yeah, 100%. Trust me, been there. I could tell you some stories as well in regards to some gal who, like, you know what I'm saying, who've been on Maz with me. I say it can correlate. I don't say it necessarily does. I don't look at the Antony situation and go, because of how he is on the pitch, he definitely did this, that, and the third to her. So I'm
saying I've got enough. I've got enough, yeah.
Fair, isn't it?
I'm not saying I'm right. I'm saying, yeah, I've seen enough evidence, yeah, to build a strong enough case, blood. Just built on what I've seen. You know, like that. Because think about it. How many times have you heard a man's done something and you go, him? Nah, don't see it. You can't say that for Antony. If you say that, you're just a liar, blood.
No, he's aggressive. There's been a quiet guy that's done a madness.
Yeah, but bro, he's a little guy, yeah, that picks fights with man that are bigger than him all the time. He's running around kicking man in their ankles and doing all sorts, blood. Do you know what I mean? I swear when Cass got sent off for gripsing up man, wasn't it him that started the altercation? It was, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was him. Yeah, I hear you. But likewise, there's also the argument that quiet guys that necessarily you wouldn't think, yeah, that would be doing something, do a madness as well. So it can go either way. That argument that you're saying,
you are 100% right. You are 100%,
because Greenwood falls under that category.
I don't think he does. I don't think he does, because when man saw the videos of him bouncing on man's lap and all that, you knew he was tapped.
Nah, but he never seen aggressive. I've never seen him on the football pitch. I've never seen that.
You're wild.
Bro, no, I'm being real though. No, I'm being real. I'm being real. Listen,
that's some fruity stuff, but I'm talking about
behavior.
Bro.
I'm talking about being
wild
aggressive.
behavior.
Nah, bro, listen. What I'm saying to you is there's different types of men in it. Like, the thing is, yeah, there's loads of different types of men. There's men, yeah, that only put their hand on gal, yeah, because they can't put their hand on no one else. Do you know what I'm saying? I think Mason falls into that category. You know, like that. And then there's certain men, yeah, that are just reckless, bro. You know them ones. And Antony falls into the reckless bracket. There's certain man, yeah, that would only... Bruv, there's a lot of guys that have been accused of putting hands on gal, yeah? Do you know what I mean? And you know they wouldn't fight, man.
But why this story? Because I can say Sergio Ramos. I can say people like Gattuso. There's so many aggressive guys.
No. But the difference is with these guys, yeah? One, yeah, if they were accused, yeah, if they were accused of doing it, the first thing you'd think is, right, well, actually, they're quite aggressive. Just like a Graham Souness or a Roy Keane. If you found out that Graham Souness or Roy Keane, yeah, put hands on their woman, yeah, and Graham Souness has been accused of it, I'm inclined to believe it because of the character these men have shown me in public. You know them ones. There's one thing being an enforcer, and there's another thing being reckless, yeah, and unable to control your emotions. It's not the same thing, because there's controlled aggression. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
There's
of course.
controlled aggression. There's a lot of footballers that are aggressive. Yeah,
I throw your phone, do whatever. You know, what I'm
there's a
saying?
lot
There's
of
other ways.
footballers that are aggressive, but it's controlled aggression. Do you know what I'm saying? Like when I see Casemiro, yeah, clamping people, I've never looked at him playing and thought, yo, he's lost his head, he's out of control. Nah, it's controlled, bro. When he's sliding and
Martinez
he's
is like that. Yeah.
yeah, and Martinez is like that. Martinez, it looks controlled. Do you know what I'm saying? It
Yeah.
doesn't look like, oh my god, his head's gone. Get him off the pitch. He's gonna get sent off.
No,
And
no,
then
it
there's
don't look like that. It don't look like.
and
yeah,
then
yeah. I
there's
hear
players
what
like
you mean.
Antony, where it's like, yo, you might have to take him off. You know, man's head's gone. Like man's just kicked, man. The ball's not even there. Do you know what I'm saying? That bro is completely different. Everyone knows, yeah, when someone's head's gone. Like, do you know what I mean? And there's certain players, you know, that the head's gone. Get them off. Zlatan's another one. Controlled aggression. Like I've never seen Zlatan look like, oh, he's lost it. He's gonna get sent off. I've never seen it, bro. There's a difference between controlled aggression, yeah, and head gone, blood. And Antony is a head gone, bro. Joey Barton's a head gone. Run man down the length of the pitch to break man. Like that's head gone, bro. I'm telling you. So when I tell you something, and Suarez is another one, head gone. He bit man. You know like that, bro. That's a head gone. That's a head gone, bro. Like that's not. That is not controlled aggression, bro. When you're biting, man. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yo, bad G.
But this is what I mean. Again, Cantona, when he kicked man, that's head gone, bro. That's not controlled.
Nah, he knew what he was doing because man
you know what I'm saying?
chinned him, got up and chinned him. He went.
And this is what it is. and this is how I know a lot of man ain't live life, yeah, because it's like man are trying to come out and find exceptions, bro. They're like, bro, exceptions don't make the rules, blood. You know, like that. Exceptions don't make the rules.
I think
you can tell the
it's not
difference between
exceptions.
controlled aggression and man's head is gone, blind rage, blood.
Yeah, I get that.
The thing is, we don't know
Antony
how
is head
footballers
gone,
live.
bro. Man's got a little man.
The thing is, we don't really know how footballers live off the pitch. That's why I was so shocked when we hear these stories. We don't know what they're doing off the pitch.
I'm not shocked when I heard Antony was violent. I was like, really?
No, really. I can't well and truly say, yo, Antony, that was the reason why he ended up punching his girl because he's aggressive off the pitch.
Bruv, if a man told me CR7 punched someone up, yeah, I wouldn't believe it. You know them ones that I wouldn't believe it.
You correlate their personality on the pitch to like how they could be off
fair
the pitch.
enough,
I wouldn't believe it, yeah. But I wouldn't believe it. I would demand evidence. With Antony, I don't have to demand evidence.
Yeah, you know, like made your mind up because of how he is on the pitch.
Bro, that's what I'm saying.
I just don't like that question, though. Is it because he don't rate man on the pitch? Is this why he's coming from?
Hell no. Listen, who's my favorite Man United? Who's my favorite Man United player of all time?
Is it Rude?
Man United player of all time. Cantona.
Is it Rude? Is it?
But there you go then.
Okay.
And Eric Cantona has punched up a man at every single club he's been at, apart from Man United. Yeah. And I knew he was a hothead. If a man told me Eric Cantona punched him up, I'd be like, yep.
The thing is, though, like,
Cantona's world class, though, man.
Nah, bro, listen, Cantona was a violent brother.
Yeah, Cantona was violent, but he knew what he was doing. Like, when he went for that fight, like, that was it. He knew what the plan was. Because, you know why? His head was twice.
Yes, of course. No, but he knew what he was doing, but he didn't care. In the moment, his head was gone, bro.
Yeah,
because he kicked over, man, and then he threw a punch after. Watch the full video. It wasn't just the kick. Man, talk about the kick. He got up and he threw blows after, bro.
Yeah. Hey, don't
I don't have no. Listen, I don't see a footballer.
He put into he didn't have no regrets.
That's why I know if Cantona could replay that over, he'd do the exact same thing again.
Bro, he don't regret that. I'm saying, bro. And even Zidane as well, yeah. Bare people think, Zidane, bro. If you watch Zidane throughout his career, you know the amount of times he stamped on people and two-footed people and got away with it.
He headbutted Maserati in his chest. That is control.
Zidane was one of the most violent brothers, in football. And he got away with it because he was so good. Man overlooked the amount of times he went into 50-50s, two-footed, and never got sent off. You know the amount of times man slid in on Zidane, and he rolled the ball and just stamped on man and just went. And
people don't understand it because of how skillful he was, that he was actually a powerhouse.
He was violent, bro. He was 6 foot plus, probably about 13 stone, and he stamped on people. You know what I'm saying? And the thing is, I could see that. So if a man told me, yo, Zidane's lost it, and he's not headbutt someone, I'm believing it. You know, like, I'm believing it because the same way you said
He's
football's
Algerian
emotional.
as well, man. He's Algerian.
Exactly. The same way you
Algerians are
said
mad as well.
football's emotional, yeah. So is having an argument with your gal in the hotel, fam.
I hear that, bro. But I don't think it's black and white as Anthony did it. That's where I disagree with you. But that's coming from your point of view.
So
of
you're
how you
saying
see
out
a
of
footballer.
all the pictures and all that, none of them were him.
Bro, I don't know because we don't know yet. The full story.
I'm saying even if it wasn't all him,
I
he
didn't
done
see the pictures.
something.
I didn't see
You
the
know,
pictures.
like that.
So I
I'm
like,
saying
bro,
he done
Yeah,
like something.
we're doing a lot of. No, the thing is, Rants, you can't do that because we're doing a lot of ifs and buts. We're doing a lot of.
There's no ifs, bro.
Bro, come on, man. Rants, don't do this, man.
Hey,
It is
bro,
a lot of
listen,
ifs.
Saeed, yeah? If you see a pool of liquid on the floor and you see a wet patch on man's leg, you assume he pissed himself. Yes or no?
Probably, yeah.
You know what I mean? I could say, well, actually, nah, he didn't piss himself. You get me? I spilt drink on him and someone else peed on the floor. Because that could happen. But what's the probability
But I
that
get that.
happened?
But if the situation, like I said to you, obviously I have to understand who the person is as well. I have to know the narrative behind the person. I need to know who this guy is, innit? You get me? Then I can paint that narrative. But for me, we don't know how Antony is off the pitch. We don't know. So we can't build that character reference about.
You're right,
man.
we don't know.
We need
You're
to
right.
now.
You know, you're right, we don't know, innit? All we can do is speculate. I'm saying,
Yeah.
I'm speculating that he done it.
Yeah.
The same way Graham
say
Souness
less.
done it as well. When he got accused of assault, I'm saying that Graham Souness done it as well because he's that kind of guy. You know that Roy Keane showed me is that kind of guy as well. You know, like that. So when them man get accused of the domestics, bro, I'm not gonna believe them because you've shown me that you can't control yourself. I see Roy Keane end a man's career on live TV, and you think that he wouldn't put hands on someone off the pitch. It's absurd to believe that he can't control himself on the pitch, but he can control himself in real life.
Well, to be fair, he let Micah Richards do the business. Why did he backed off Micah Richards?
Yeah, but he's an old man now, bro.
Yeah, he ain't old, man. He's 50, man.
Hey,
He
forget
ain't
all
old,
that.
man.
Hey, Micah Richards is built for that. Yes, if I'm with Micah Richards and someone attacks me, yes, get him, Micah. 100%.
Yeah, bro, Micah's a unit.
Yes.
You know
what I'm
that,
saying?
bro.
Yes,
But
Micah.
if I'm a hard man, though, I need to go in there first. Like, bro, if I'm that
sometimes you gotta pick your battles, like hard man or not. Man's a middle-aged man. He's a middle-aged man. Roy Keane never said he's a hard man. He's a middle-aged man. And the thing is with the Haaland situation, with when he crocked him, hey, he deserved that, man. That was retribution. You know what I'm saying? People always forget that part of the story. He deserved that. Don't stand over me chatting rubbish when I done my crucials.
You lot smash the like button as well. We got what 2.3k in here, and we ain't even got 500 likes. You man are bluffing.
Big up Kaneki
This
as
is
well,
elite
man.
content.
Big
You
up
know, like
Kaneki.
that.
Come on.
At the end of the day, listen, I'm someone that's done martial arts most of my life, and I enjoy fighting, bro. But I'm not someone that has a short temper, like, and I'm just gonna punch man up for no reason. It's not gonna happen, bro. That's not in my personality, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I know people, whose heads are gone, like, at any moment, bro. You know, like that. And you can tell when a man can't control their emotions. You can tell. Yeah, you know what I mean? And he's one of them.
But a lot of these footballers now have got it all though now, man. You know what I mean? They got the money, they got the lifestyle. They just feel like they're on a pedestal where they can do
He
anything.
done it, blood.
He done it, blood. Yeah, exactly.
Bruv, he done it, blood. Man, need it on a t-shirt, fam. You
That's
know
a
that,
fire
bruv.
team,
He
you know.
done it.
I'd buy one of them tees. That's a fire team. I'd buy
done
one
it.
of them tees. He done it, blood.
He
I would
done
do
it,
that.
bro.
Bro,
Hey, bro, listen.
Come
Hey, bro,
on.
he is innocent until proven guilty, in the eyes of the law. He is 100%, but I'm saying in the eyes of
Rants.
Ranceroni Escobar, bro, he's guilty, fam.
In the
You know,
Rants,
like that,
this
he's
is the Rants
guilty.
law, by the way. This is the Rants law traditional system.
No, but this is
Yeah,
all I'm
like-
saying. I'm saying he's guilty, fam. Do you know what I'm saying? I'm saying he's guilty. I'm saying
hear
there's
this,
no
though,
smoke
hear
without
this.
fire.
No, I hear you. But hear this though. If he's charged, you have to have the same energy. He needs to be taken out of the team and not be played. Simple. Because Greenwood with the situation was the same. It has to be with Antony. But then again,
but if
Ten Hag
he's
say,
not,
yo,
even if he's not charged, then people need to let it go. You know, like that. Just the same way. The same way I think, the same way I thought, yo, Mason ain't charged. Let my man play, innit? If Antony doesn't get charged, which maybe he won't, because I believe he'll pay her off and they'll settle it outside of court, then you let him play, knowing that he did it, but still let him play because he has the right to play if he doesn't get charged.
Well, there you go.
You know,
But this is what I'm trying to say. But Man United, the way they now, you know, what I mean, the way they have they handle the situation, like Flawless said with the Greenwood, them man right now are shitting their pants. They're probably thinking, what do we do next? You know what I mean? Like, what do we wait to see the fan base, the reaction on social media?
No, Saeed, that's exactly what they'll do. They'll let the public decide. That's what it is. They'll want him to play. 110%. We've seen it with Greenwood. It'll be the same with Antony. Any senior player who's currently in that team, and this happened to whoever it was, they want to play. But they'll check the backlash. They'll check the temperature. And then once they check the temperature, they'll go, you know what?
But I feel like Antony, everyone's unanimous, though. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm one of them where if he's... No, but the thing is, for me, I feel like the fan base now have got a lot of energy. They don't want him in the team. I get it, innit? He's not...
Do they, though? Are a lot of people saying that? Or is it just me, Saeed, bro?
No. There is a lot of people saying that. I think one of them's you as well.
I be hearing the Man United players don't want Antony in the team either, blood.
Nah.
People don't want him. If he get,
bro, I swear down. Bro, them man are calling him Ten Hag's son, bro. I swear down.
Bro,
it's like the Lampard Mason Mount thing.
Yeah, if he gets charged,
bro,
he won't play.
That's a good one, you know.
If he actually gets charged and this goes to court,
he shouldn't play. Keep the same energy. I'm with you. Keep the same energy. You had it for Greenwood. We have it now for Antony. They both don't play, and especially now for Antony. But then again, let me ask you the question though: if Ten Hag goes to the board, yo, listen, I don't care if he's being charged. I'm just putting something out there. He says, no, I need my player to play.
It's not
Is he being guilty?
No, because then he'll lose. No, but then he'll lose. One is not his decision.
Greenwood back.
He will lose the dressing room. Yeah, but Greenwood wasn't charged. That's the difference.
His decision. Whether or not that should be taken out of the manager's hands. You know what I'm saying? This is where the club need to be responsible. Stop putting it on the manager. Don't ask any of the players. Don't ask the fans. Yes, the club. Yeah.
Don't joke with that one. Don't joke with that one. Don't joke with that one.
I swear down, bro. Them man said that Rashford's paying their legal fees and that, blood. They're trying to get Antony out the team, man. Bro, I swear down, bro. There's bare rumors going around that man don't want Antony in the team, fam. Ten Hag's son and that, and he's killing the vibe, blood. That's what them man are saying, fam. The man are saying the man them think he's washed, bruv. I swear down. That's what they're saying, bro. You know what I mean? It might be the man them. It might be Rashford, Malacia, Martial, Sancho, because them man, and even Wan-Bissaka, because I see them man hanging out. It might be the man them. The man them said, yo, this guy's washed, blood. They might be paying their legal fees. I don't know, but I'm hearing that the dressing room ain't rating Antony. I swear down. That's what man's hearing, bro.
You know what it is, though, man? That right-hand side is cursed, man. You get me, lad? I don't know what's going on with that right-hand side, man, but yo, you get me? Like, Pelestri season, people are saying Pelestri season, bro. I don't know if it's right for him for his career, man, because, bro, who's been performing that right-hand side now? You get me? It's one of them, man. You got the Sancho situation now. That's now needs to be resolved. You get me? We've already had the Greenwood situation. Now you got Antony, man. Hey,
Saeed, it's not just the right-hand side. No one performs in our team. Like, come on, let's keep it real.
Side, it's the whole attack, bro.
It's the whole team.
Bro.
You know what I'm saying?
Front line, bro.
It's the whole front line. It's the team. It's the board, managers, everything, man. You know what I'm saying? Everything to this, like, what does Norwood say? Fish rots from the head down, man. Like, everything from top to bottom about this club is just a mess. Even the fan base, I include myself in that. It's just all bad. You know what I'm saying? It's just all rotten, and we just need a clear out. That's what it is.
You reckon they bring him back, though? I know they will bring him back. They've been charged in it, but the Antony situation now, obviously, the way Ten Hag deals with it now, he's just going to keep it as normal. Like, nothing's really happened. But I know the media pressure now will be pressuring Ten Hag. Now they did with Mason Greenwood, this thing with... I don't know how they're going to deal with this now. So let's find out now.
It's your time, Sancholini. It's your time, bruv. It's your time, fam.
I don't know,
time, bro.
If he gets on the pitch.
If he gets time, bro. Them man coming out, Them man coming out saying, there's due to be clear the air talks. I know this bollocks, mate. You know what I mean? Clear the air talks. Yeah, I mean, nah, bro. You want to come crawling back now? Your guy's going to go pen. You know what I'm saying? This is exactly what it is, bro. Manager's done out here. I'll be real.
I mean, you see what the media said, though, today, though?
I think he's in
trouble.
trouble.
They tried to vilify Sancho. Do you see the media, what they were talking about today? His character and that.
Yeah, but bro, listen, it's always a familiar story. It's always a familiar story with the brothers, blood. They always talk about their attitude. I'm getting bored of it. You know them ones. I said the same thing when Bob was here. Do you know what I mean? They didn't talk about Luke Shaw's attitude when he was turning up fat, blood. Do you know what I'm saying? No one's talking about his attitude, bro. Them man love to do the attitude thing when it's man them that look like us, bro. They love the attitude thing. It's the buzzword all the time, bro. Get out of here.
And even when you see
what about Maguire's attitude, bro? He's not playing football and he refused to leave the club.
Attitude.
Bro, he refused to leave the club, because he couldn't get the wages and he wanted Man United to pay him. What about his attitude? Do you know what I mean? These men think they're slick, bro.
And even the thing is, with what Sancho, what they said about Sancho, there was nothing wrong with what he said. They was like, what was one of the things they said? He was asked questions and they wanted him to ask Bruno, Maguire, and Rashford the questions. He might just be shy. Like, that's okay. I'm saying they didn't say anything that was bad. Oh, we couldn't get him to get involved in the pictures for the Adidas advert or whatnot. Like, I've been like that when I work at workplaces. Between 9 a.m. and 12:30 p.m., don't talk to me. Workplaces know that. I'm saying, don't chat to me in the morning, man. I don't talk to me in the morning. I'm not a morning person. Don't chat to me in the morning. Like, I'm not with it. I'm saying,
remember they tried to do that with Martial as well, yeah?
Yeah,
because Martial, is an introvert, and he don't like, bro, Martial don't even leave his yard, bro. The only time you see him, he's with his gal or with his kid. That's it. You never see Martial outside. You never see him doing nothing. Do you know what I mean? When Rashford and them man are doing up drip, blood, he's just chilling in his yard, blood. You know, like that. And them try and make it out like this player's got a bad attitude. Yeah, they try and make it out like he's got a bad attitude because he don't want to get involved in all the madness, bro. Like, he's just a brother that just wants to mind his own business.
And there's nothing wrong with that.
The thing is, I don't understand the point of this report, though, man. So they're saying here, some staff members found that Jadon Sancho cold and withdrawn, while other attributes his behavior to be simple shyness. Like, what are you getting from this, though?
Again, like, there you go. But this is what I'm trying to say, bro. You know what it is with a brother, as a brother, them man are always looking to assassinate your character, fam. If you're quiet, then you're rude, and if you're loud and you're flamboyant like Pogba, they hate you anyway. So it's like you can't win, bro. Unless you act like Sadio Mane, and Kante, and you're going around kissing babies and that, they're always gonna have a problem with you as a black man. And this is why I don't care what these men think of me, bro. I don't care, bro.
100%.
You know what I mean? Because I'm not gonna play the arse just to make you feel comfortable with me. Do you know what I'm saying? And this is what it is. Even 100. The fact that I'm very outspoken, and I have an opinion, people don't like that from me because I'm black, bro. But they think Simon Jordan's hilarious. You know the ones that they think he's hilarious. They think Gordon Ramsay's hilarious when he's holding flipping the bread next to man's head and shouting and spitting in man's face, and they find that funny.
Call
you know, like
idiot
that.
sandwich. When he put
that's it, idiot sandwich, bro. But when it comes from someone that looks like me, all of a sudden, this rants, this, bro. I don't care, bro.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? This Jadon Sancho, agenda is purely racially motivated, and I don't care what anyone thinks.
And even what you said there, Saeed, in regards to the report when he was like, some find him, he's just quiet and shy. There's nothing wrong with being that. I don't have to talk to you if I don't want to. As long as he says hello. And he's not rude, cool. Like, just let man chill and go and do his job. Like, that's okay.
Hey, bro, when I said kissing babies, I never meant Schofield thing. I meant, you know what I mean?
Like a president.
Like
a president.
You
get a president, man. President running for
office.
Out there,
like, happy, smiling.
Yeah. That's what they want.
But this is what I'm saying. Another thing as well is when the media want to say about, Dele Alli, let's talk about people's mental health and that, and we don't want to write stories about players. But now all of a sudden, we're going back to where we originally came from, and that's all now. Because Sancho's going to look at it and think, hold on a minute, why all these stories now? Why am I getting vilified for speaking my mind? So it's one day mental health, and it's one day, let's write articles about players again and their character and who they are, you know what I mean, and what they do. And he's bought this Lamborghini, this spoiled guy. This is what they do, man. So this is what I'm saying. Like, 1 minute it's mental health, and the next minute it's kind of calling players out. It's just make it make sense, innit, man? Make it make sense. But that's how life is nowadays, isn't it, man? You get me?
Bro, listen, but these man out here are just hypocrites, blood. That's just all it is, bro. I'll be real. Like, it's a witch hunt. It's a witch hunt for Sancho, bro. Do you know what I mean? Because the thing
it was for me,
look what's happening with Antony. A man is still talking about Sancho more than the brother that broke up his girl, blood, allegedly. Do you know what I mean? To make people happy. Yeah.
But this is why, for me, a lot of people are coming at me saying, why are you defending Sancho, this and that? I said, I ain't defending nobody. How about I'm not defending nobody? How about Ten Hag said what he had to say and Sancho defended himself? How about that? There ain't no winners in this,
Talk about
Sancho should not, and the manager should not have said it should put his dirty laundry out in public. And obviously Sancho said what he had to say, but at the end of the day, it came from the manager. The manager was over emotional. It was after the game. It was raw. He probably looks back and he says, you know what? Nah, man, that's too much heat now. I got, I shouldn't have said that. Bro, should have kept it in. So for me, I just said to you, listen, the manager said what he's got to say. Someone defended himself. Bro, it's as simple as that. I ain't taking nobody's sides. This is what I'm saying about social media now, just life in general. It's like you have to take a side now for you to know where you stand. I'm like, bro, it's not about taking sides. I
Talk
need to
about it.
understand the severity of the situation. I need
Talk
to know
about it.
what's happened. And then when I conclude everything, that's when I'll make my judgment. I don't make my judgment when you want me to make my judgment. No, I'll make my judgment when I'm ready and
Talk
I've
about it.
understood the situation.
Right.
Simple.
You're
So
doing,
why
Saeed,
do I?
you're doing your due diligence is what you should do. You've looked at a situation.
There you go.
You're gonna wait for all the evidence to come out, then let it swirl around your head
Simple.
and think about it, and then give your opinion on it. Rather than give your
That's
it's
all.
happened, give your opinion on it straight away. Because I hear the criticism of Sancho in terms of on the football pitch.
Football,
That's
of
cool.
course.
I will not defend his performances on the pitch because his performances haven't been good enough. What I have issue with is all the extra stuff. Talking about his personality. Has no bearing on him as a footballer, and we know all this stuff coming out about his personality and all these issues in preseason is because of what Ten Hag said. Had Ten Hag not said anything, none of these reports, and I use it loosely, would have not come out. So it's just people being extra. Again, nothing to do. Talk about Jadon Sancho, the football player. Don't talk about Jadon Sancho, the personality. Why are we talking about his personality? Has nothing to
got
do with
anything
nothing.
to do with football. They ain't
Bear
got
in
nothing to
mind,
do
we
with
don't know him. So that's another thing when people say attitude problem or he's quiet and if you don't know that man and you're not brethren or a family member, stop talking like you know him. Like let's not do that.
Yeah, but
and
bro,
talk
you
about him
can
as a
just
footballer.
see, but you could just see, that he's just an introverted character. You can see it though, from the way he carries himself. Even when he does interviews, he's kind of like, you can tell he don't really want to be there, blood. You know, like that.
Yeah,
And the thing
but-
is, with Martial, it was easier for Tony because he could just do that I don't speak English thing. You know them ones. Whereas even though he's been able to speak English for a long time, but he would use that as an excuse not to do interviews because he doesn't like them. But because Sancho
I
is
hear
from
it.
England, he can't get out of it that way. Do you know what I mean?
But-
and that's all it is. So all this nonsense about he needs to work harder,
Paul
he needs to
Scholes
work
is
harder,
quiet.
but this is lazy.
And even on that,
Paul
people
Scholes is quiet.
and people change around
Yeah.
different people depending on who you're around.
Bro,
For the
Paul
most
Scholes
part.
never wanted to do interviews. He never
didn't
done
do
any
interviews.
of the PR stuff.
Because he didn't
Do you
want
know
to.
what I'm saying?
Because that's just his character. But some people change around people. I'm fairly introverted. You want to know it from talking to me and what I do. If I'm around you, man, that's different. If we talk off air, that's cool. But I'm saying around most people, I don't really want to be around people like that. Maybe Sancho's like, maybe he gets around his own people and he's around his man them, and he's extrovert and he's more talkative and he's showing more of his personality. Not everyone is the same depending on who you're around. Like I said, let's talk about Jadon Sancho, the footballer. All of this
Bro,
stuff.
and
is
remember
just
when
extra.
Elise done the thing, Remember when Elise done the interview
Oh,
that he didn't want
yeah.
to do, and then them man were chatting shit, like, and then Vieira was like, listen, he's always like that. Like, leave him alone.
Yeah.
You know, like that. Because he had a brother to defend him. You know, like that. But he was like, no, that's just who he is. Like, leave him alone. Like, they were trying to make it out like he was something that he wasn't. Bro just didn't want to do the interview, but he done it anyway.
And that's
And he was
Some
very
people-
much matter of fact to the point. Leave me alone now.
Yeah, and some people
Man
are
said I
like
shot
that.
and I scored. Can I go now? Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
People, some footballers you can see, some footballers we already know who are playing, who are going to make great media guys and media pundits and podcasters after the fact. There's certain people we all know Patrice Evra. Oh yeah, he's definitely going to be a talker. Rio Ferdinand the same. Nemanja Vidic probably
Gary,
not as much.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Gary Neville we all knew because he didn't shut up on the pitch, so we know you're going to be talking afterwards. He was a constant talker.
Bro, when Scholes played, he never did interviews, bro.
Yeah,
I never knew what his voice sounded like. Bro.
Never did
He
interviews.
didn't want to talk to no one. No one ever said, "Oh, Paul Scholes got a bad attitude. Never wants to do interview."
Well, there you go.
Never. Like
know what
the
I mean?
certain people,
You can tell,
people
man.
who are just all right, they're gonna be they're a big personality. You're right. You know he was a big person. He was gonna do some form of media after he retired. Certain others who are more quiet are probably not gonna do as much. Like that's just legit what it is. I don't know what people what people want.
But even Haaland, though. Look at Haaland now. Man's giving like one-word questions and that. Did you see him running away from the media? He went to he was down the tunnel, and he was running to the changing rooms, and then they pulled him back to go do an interview. I don't know if you've seen that video, man. It was funny, man. Haaland was looking to go to the dressing room, and they had to physically push him to go do an interview. And obviously he's like, yo, I don't want to do an interview, man. Like, bun you, man. But he's got to do it for the station in China, because China obviously have rights in the Premier League and they want to, do an interview far, right? So, it's just one of them for me, man. A lot of people don't realize how much stuff that you got to do, these players, like these little media duties. And listen, they get paid, but at the same time, I might get paid to sue something, but I don't want to do it.
Is it in there? Is
You know what I'm saying?
Is it on their is it in their contract? I don't think it is. I don't think media
It's
duties
not.
is
It's
in
not
the
in
contract.
your. It's not in your contract at all.
So you don't
bro.
necessarily
you can
have
choose
to do
not.
it.
You can
Yeah.
choose to not do it, and also, like I even saw, like, did you lot see the Nike thing that Jaden posted on his story, the Nike Tech thing?
Nah, what was
Yeah,
it?
with Foden
Yeah.
and man.
Yeah, that's what I mean,
Yeah,
and it just looks bare awkward. Like you could tell that he doesn't want to do these things, but that's his obligation to Nike.
Yeah,
He doesn't
yeah,
look. He doesn't look relaxed when he's doing it. For the football club, it's not in your contract that you have to do kit launches. You have no, it's not, bruv. Certain players want to do it, yeah. Certain players don't, bruv. Do you know what I'm saying? Like it's not in your contract. So
yeah.
And that's
it
just
is what it
characters.
is.
Like, that's
If you're
what
one
it
of the
is,
big, if you're like a marquee signing, yeah, and they say to you, "Yo, we've brought you in to sell shirts, so we want you to do X, Y, Z." Cool, but then you don't have to. You can say, "Nah, I don't want to do this thing in China, bro," or like you can say that. You don't have to, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? So like that's neither here nor there. Some players like doing it, some players don't. Some players are more extroverted, some players are not. That's just how it is.
100%.
You know what I mean?
That's how players are, man. You know what I
And
mean?
they
When you
don't. They
meet them
definitely
and that or
don't have to
whatever.
do interviews. They definitely don't.
Yeah.
There's nothing in your contract that says you have to do interviews after the game. There's nothing.
Yeah. Well, Fergie, remember he just banned it. He said, "No, I'm not doing it." You
Yeah, it
remember
was the
he just went to
BBC.
the
Yeah,
BBC.
he didn't talk to the
The
BBC
BBC.
because they did something on his brother. You know what I'm saying? And we know
Yeah.
Fergie he definitely wasn't camera shy. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, like that was just him just being petty. Like, you put something out that I don't like, I'm not gonna talk to you. And he would send the assistant, whether it was Mike Phelan, Carlos Karius, whoever. Like, so yeah.
Bro,
Depends
like
on
when
the
it
brand,
comes
though.
when it comes
Depends
to
on the
their
brand as
contracts,
well.
bro, there'll be certain PR events that you have to attend.
Yeah.
Man can't
Yeah.
make you do an interview after a game if you don't want to. Can't make you.
Yeah.
And also, if they're
No,
talking about
100%.
man's personality walking around the club, if he's quiet and you don't really speak to people again, what does that mean?
Come on, man.
That's cool.
Plus,
what does that mean?
They select it anyway. They select it based on whether you scored or whether you've had an impact on the game anyway. So it's not specifically today it's going to be Sancho. Today it's going to be Antony. No,
Exactly.
it's whoever impacted that day. So whoever impacted that day, I'll pick
Yeah, but then they
Bruno.
could say, "Yo, Jaden, we want to talk to you," and you can say, "Nah, Lissandro, you go."
Exactly.
And Lissandro
Yeah,
can
yeah.
go. How many times have we lost the game? Yeah, Bruno's the captain and he doesn't go and do the interview. They send David De Gea instead.
Yeah.
How many times
David
have you
De Gea.
seen that?
Remember
How many times
Maguire
have you
used
seen
to
that?
go,
Bruno's a captain. Same with Maguire.
Yeah.
My captain, but when we lose, they send someone else.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
don't go and like, man, have to go. It's a lie, bro.
Yeah.
It's a lie, bro.
Yeah, no, facts. You're right.
You know what
But
I'm saying?
also
So
as
this
well-
is what it is.
But when De Gea went and he said what he said, then I think the club took him off the captaincy. So, you know what I mean? It's not wise to go there because if you lose your head and you say something that you don't mean, you've lost your captaincy. So, end of the day, that's why players probably don't go in there because they think, you know what, I'm going to lose my head here or I'm going to say something I don't want to say. So, I'd rather not do it. You get me? So, yeah, man, there's so many players that didn't really do interviews at United back in the day. Like, remember, like I said, Paul Scholes never used to do interviews.
Never used to do them.
Oh, so
Then he
many
started talking
players, man.
When he retired, bro. Now you can't shut him up.
A lot of
Your
players
backs
didn't
are
speak.
mad. Yeah. So,
Bro, he never used to say nothing, bruv.
Yeah, facts.
yeah. Yeah, 100%, man. But I get, like I said to you, right now in the media, they want to target certain players, innit? And because imagine everyone's the same, innit? Like the media then don't have something to kind of, they don't have someone to target.
They just want something to print. Because, like I said, if Ten Hag doesn't say what he said about Sancho after the Arsenal game, there's no reports coming out talking about.
Brother, there's
he's
none of
quiet
this. He
round.
could have just said, "Yo,
None of it.
man's got a bug or something, or man's ill." It's all he
Could have
needed
easily
to say.
said tactical reasons.
Bro.
Tactical reasons.
Yeah,
Tactical
but so I'm saying
someone shouldn't be the
tactical
bench. You know what?
reasons, me out, man.
No, hear me out. Yeah, he could have said, yeah, you know what? For tactical reasons, he's not on the game. It's not on the game.
No, but then he would have had to elaborate because there's no way that you're bringing Hannah.
Your mic's moving mad, fam.
Yeah, Max
One
moving
second.
mad.
No, it's
Yeah, no stress.
because Dave's in the bathroom.
It's because Dave's on. Right.
Okay.
But yeah, in regards to the tactical reasons, then he could have just easily done an Arteta thing and start talking about, you know what I'm saying, analogy and chasing down your wife and getting with her or being in the, whatever the case may be. You could easily say that. You know how managers are. You don't have to answer questions. Tactical reasons, that's that. And if they ask again, what do you mean by that? Tactical reasons. They ask again, say it again, tactical reasons. Eventually, they're going to move on. Eventually, they would move on.
Happy with
Yeah.
Gabriel.
No, but again, yeah, with the tactical reasons thing, it's like, bro, he's spooky, fam. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Could have
Man
just
can't
said
say-
that and just kept it stepping.
Man can't say
If I'm
tactical
Sancho, I'm making a
reasons, bro,
statement.
because then people are gonna probe into it.
Yeah,
No.
it's better than this.
I don't feel, it's better than this. I will feel more hurt by a manager saying I'm not training well than if it's tactical reasons. If it's tactical reasons, I'm like, okay, say no more than in it. You know what I mean? That day, maybe I'm not really for that game, etc., etc. I'm going to work on my game. But if I've been told, yo, you're not training well, but that's the lowest form of like, bro, like, it's like, it's a backhand, man. I'm feeling like, yo, I trained today, bro. What are you talking about? Man trained this week.
But
And
that's
he
what
said
I'm
it
saying.
in the statement. He said, I trained well this week. So I'd rather him say, like I said to you, if it's tactical reasons. Simple
He
as that.
even said
Would
that.
have moved on. And I don't think the media would have gone to the lengths and we would be
No.
having all this cahoodoo and whatnot.
No,
Simple.
it would have just moved on. Like, because managers lie. We've seen Ten Hag lie in press conferences before. Lie again. Like, that's the thing is, we've seen him. What did he say? Oh, Maguire's a great centre back. He's a fantastic captain. Stripped him. David De Gea is my number one. We're lucky to have him here. To got rid of him. So we acting like managers haven't lied before and won't lie again. You could easily lie. Yeah, tactical reasons. He knows what it is. Next question.
Yeah. Next question. Yeah, simple. And you know what? Ultimately, it helps Sancho's cause as well, because then he don't need to put out a statement. Because when someone's angry and they put out a statement straight away, a man pinned it. You know, it's not just a case of man put it out there. Man pinned it, so you know when he pinned it, it's like, yo, I want people to know what I
Where did
feel.
he put it out on Twitter?
Yeah, he put it on Twitter. He didn't put it on Instagram. He didn't put it anywhere else. Put it on Twitter because he knows that's got the most engagement.
Is it not pinned on his gram? Was it not? Was it pinned on his Twitter? I swear it's pinned on his Instagram.
Twitter.
Is it? Did he pin it on Twitter? I don't know. I'm asking. I'm asking.
Let me see this. Nah, because he don't use his gram like that. To be fair, he's put a story out today. Oh yeah, he put a story for Nike. That was yesterday night.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The night tech thing.
Yeah, so now he ain't put anything on there. The last thing was on the 16th of August against Wolves. That was his last post. So yeah, Twitter, innit? Twitter, obviously, the way these reports and that get out there, they're more frequent on Twitter, innit? It's the easiest place to access news in it nowadays. So that's where he thought, you know what, that's probably the best place to put it. So, but the idea that he is getting scapegoated, I can see what a lot of what he's saying is that a man's playing well, yeah, and Antony's still playing. I get that, you know. If I'm a player and I'm playing well, I played pre-season well. I also played this false nine position for no reason. Because at the end of the day, why are you playing me false nine if you're not going to play me there at the start of the season? So again, I get where he's coming from. So, but then again,
and not only just the scapegoating thing, it's like, bro, Antony's playing rubbish.
That's what I'm saying.
And he starts every game, bro. Do you know what I mean? Rashford ain't been playing well either, bro. I think that was his first goal of the season against Arsenal. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So,
we had a poor
even
game,
then, it wasn't a good game. He was poor. Do you understand?
Poor.
Considering the way that Sancho played in pre-season, if you're picking the team on performances, he has to be in the starting 11. He has to be. Whether he's in the 9 or whether he's on either wing, it doesn't matter. He's played well enough also when he's come off the bench, to make a difference to games, bro. Do you know what I mean? I think it was the Wolves game when him and Eriksen came on and then we ended up winning the game.
Yeah.
So he's done enough since the start of the summer.
He deserves a shot.
Do you know what I mean? That to actually hold down a run of starts, bro.
But
he's
here's
done
where
enough.
But Rants, here's where I think Ten Hag's problem is that he will play Antony regardless of whether he plays bad or not. Like, he will just play him. If he has 5 bad games, he'll still play Antony. And I don't think, for me, that sets a good precedent if you're a manager, because then other players will be like, right, if I'm not, that's not a fairness for me. In when I'm looking at it black and white, for me, I would have wanted Pellistri to start against Nottingham Forest. I actually said Pellistri should start. That's my idea. But the manager went with Antony, and I'm like, hold on a minute. Like, if a man's not playing well, then change it up. And I'm thinking about Mason Mount. If Mason Mount, and I don't care if he's just started right now, but if he's not playing well for X amount of games, bro, he has to be taken out of the team. But will he do that? That, again, his stubbornness. I've spoke to a lot of Ajax fans. They said he's a stubborn guy. So, I don't know, man. It's one of them where he's now running the ship and he just believes, you know what? I know what I'm getting from Antony. I know I'm getting defensive work rate. And you know what? The bar may be low, man, but that's what he wants. Defensive work rate. Because defensively against Arsenal, he was all right. But the problem is, though, we didn't pay you for 85 million to be a defensive winger. Did we pay that money to be a defensive winger? We paid you to have end product. We paid you to kind of be effective in games and make us play better. And
He
right
just
now,
made an error with it. Yeah, he can't. He's just not good enough. Man.
there you go.
Well, there you go, but not enough people are talking about this, and that's why
not good
Sancho's talking about scapegoat, because now
You
they've
reckon
used
it's to do with
Jaden.
that?
They've used Jaden to deflect away from how poor Antony's been since he's come in. Do you know what I'm saying?
we don't know people's
And you
motives,
can't
but
say
that's a good point.
that Jaden has had a fair shot, because he hasn't.
Not
Do you know
this
what I mean?
season, no.
Because
He's not had a fair shot.
bruv, he hasn't had a fair shot, period, bro. Because when you look at it, look at it right now. No matter how bad Antony plays, he starts, bro. When was Jaden ever afforded, the luxury of knowing, that he's gonna get 10 starts in a row, no matter how?
Yeah, that's true. That's a fair.
Since he's joined the club, he's never been afforded that. Never.
That's a fair assessment.
Do you know what I mean? And you can't tell me that that's got nothing to do with it. That's got everything to do with it. Because if a team, spends, that amount of money on you, them man have to at least back you for a certain number of games, but especially when he was brought in as a marquee. Because with Mason Mount, as soon as he's fit, he comes. Mason Mount comes straight back into the team. Watch.
Well, let me hold you accountable, though, Rance. The only thing is for me, though, Sancho's on borrowed time. Let's be real, We can give him excuses what we want. It hasn't been.
What's that got to do with the statement I made?
No, but it is got to do with, in a sense of, I understand where you're coming from, but for me, what he's shown though in the bit that Ten Hag has brought him in, I don't think has been consistent enough.
But how can you be consistent when you don't start every week?
I get, but
we can get upset. We can get upset of consistency from Rashford because he starts every game. You can get upset with consistency from Bruno because he starts every game. You can get upset of consistency from Antony because he starts every game. You can't talk about consistency from a player that don't start every game.
Yeah, he don't start he don't start every game, and that is a fair assessment, and he's not got a fair shot. But in the games he's played last season, he don't show enough. I've said this about Jadon Sancho because he actually played
I don't think he's shown any less than Antony's shown.
No. They've both Rants. They've both not been good enough. The point that I'm making is that Sancho played one more match than Antony last season in the Premier League. He actually played one more game than him. Didn't get as many starts, but he actually played one more match. So the point I'm making is
starts, bro.
Yeah, no, we can count starts as well. But in the time he started and the times he's come off the bench and he's played, he hasn't shown enough. That's why I won't defend him, is his performances on the pitch. Has he had a fair crack at the whip this season? No. I've wanted to see him in the false nine. For whatever reason, the manager's not picking him false nine. We've seen Rashford, we've seen Martial, we've seen Højlund all start ahead of him. He's currently fourth choice. Whether we think that's right or wrong is a whole different conversation. There's been a disconnect between the two. We should have moved Sancho one in the summer, and now because we didn't, this is why we're in this predicament we're in. Sancho's not going to be... I've said this before. Sancho's a super talented player. I think he will be successful. Not here. I don't think he'll be successful at Manchester United. I genuinely don't.
But then they should have let him leave.
We should have, and that's what it is. Us failing to prepare.
Here's why I agree with Rance. On one part, I do agree with you, Rance. Is that if a player's not performing well, like Antony, he then should be dropped for a player of Sancho's quality for him to get a run in. But I feel like now we've got to the point now where it may be for 1 or 2 games only, and the manager will bring back Antony. I know Antony is the manager's favourite. A, because it's
everyone knows, blood.
Everyone knows. And B, he did not buy Sancho. So he doesn't have any jurisdiction to play him. And I think that for me isn't great because I feel like as a manager, you need to be impartial. You need to be fair to everyone. But ultimately, he's looking at, you know what? Every time I have played you, you're not probably giving the output. You're not being consistent. And you're probably not doing what I need you to do. And that's what he thinks in his eyes. So... It's a
what? So Antony's doing what we need him to do then?
Nah, they both not been good enough.
They
both. But one outperformed the other last season, bro, and played and had a lot.
Yeah, played less. Yeah. I'm with that. Antony needs to be dropped 110%. Not
bro.
Defending
You know what
his
it is,
performances
this is what I don't like. I don't like the inconsistent energy. In general,
but there's inconsistent injury though, right?
No, for different players, because even like
the manager has,
bro. No, but I just mean in general from the football fans, because you know what's funny,
Okay, go on.
Funny? There's certain man, that man want to make a million excuses for, like the Rashfords and that. Rashford, because like he scored against Arsenal, he was easily one of our worst attackers and probably one of our worst players in that game. But he scored.
I hate.
You know, like that. And the problem is,
attackers were bad.
Exactly, but the problem is with him, he'll score a goal, and that will allow all the other crap that he does. Do you know what I mean?
Same with Bruno.
Yeah, well, there you go. But then you have
Bruno don't
on the
even do
flip
it to an
side,
extent.
you'll
He
have
don't
someone
do it
like
to that.
Sancho that will play. Yeah, he won't do nothing wrong. He'll play well enough, doesn't score, doesn't
Yeah.
assist. Man says, he ain't done nothing, get him off. But he plays better consistently than Rashford. But Rashford scores. So because Rashford scores, it's like, nah, get me out of it.
But this
And
ain't the
this is the
nucleus of
this
our
is the
team, though,
problem I
Rants.
have. This is the problem I have because you see, for instance, you see the chance where Rashford gets the ball on the left, and Højlund breaks his neck to get forward. If that's Sancho,
Oh,
Sancho
my
feeds
God.
it to him and he scores.
Pays it off. Yeah, he does.
Yeah, it's one of them, and that is the biggest issue: is that none of our attackers are up to it. That's the biggest problem because not Sancho, Rashford. I've spoken overall. His overall game hasn't been good enough. One thing that the reason why I praise him and give him plaudits is because at least you have moments. You know what I'm saying? If you're gonna be bad, at least have moments. At least be a moments player. And in that game, we weren't scoring outside of him. We've scored 4 goals in our last 2 games. The 3 against Nottingham Forest, the 1 against Arsenal. Do I believe he played very well in those 2 games? No, but he's involved in all of those 4 goals. I would look for our other players to have 3-4.
Who scored against Forest?
Not scored, but he was involved in all 3 of the goals. He roasted Rashford. He roasted my man for Aurier for the first one. He set up for Eriksen.
Yep.
The pass into Bruno, the cross, there was a good reverse cross. Bruno nodded it to Casemiro, and then the penalty. He won the penalty. And then obviously the goal against Eriksen as well. I mean, the goal from the assist from Eriksen. He's been involved in our last 4 goals. Like, take him out of it, we don't
I'll
score.
be real,
We don't score.
it's not hard to be involved in things, when you're playing 90 minutes every week, bro. Do you understand what I'm saying? The same with Bruno. If Bruno got subbed off, after 60 minutes every game, he wouldn't be involved in anything.
No, I hear that, but the reason why I say that Bruno, because Bruno don't have as many moments, and to that point as well, Antony plays the vast majority and does not get involved. I would love Antony to have Rashford moments. He don't do anything outside of Rashford. None of our attackers do anything. Against Arsenal, we could have still been playing now when we weren't scoring. The only person that was going to impact that game was Rashford. And I'm not here defending him saying he's this and he's that and he's world class.
No, you're right. But the reason why Rashford is going to impact a game, and same as Garnacho as well, is because the way we play...
It's a style of play, though, man.
The way we play favours players, that are
Yes,
just
it
quick.
does.
Of course.
That's it.
Of course.
It doesn't favour technical players because we don't want to keep the ball.
Yeah,
and
fact.
when we do
No, I
keep
hear
the
you.
ball, we keep the ball amongst the goalkeeper and the centre backs. Do you know what I mean? So
Yeah.
at
But
the
the
end of the day,
goalkeeper's
there's
getting
going
a
to
lot
be
of
certain players that are going to thrive in this system. But let's not pretend, that, bro, like, look at the amount of minutes Rashford plays, bro. The amount of minutes Antony plays, the amount of minutes Bruno plays. And this is the problem. This is actually the problem, bro. Like, most players, if you give them 90 minutes for 32 games of the season, bro, they're gonna get GA, blood.
And that's
most players.
That's how poor those two are in returns, the latter two of Bruno and Antony, because they played the vast majority of last season, didn't get GNA. People don't talk about it for Bruno.
Yeah, but bro, no one's talking about Bruno.
How many games did Sancho play in the first season? The first season of United, even though we were poor anyway.
I have no idea.
How many games did he play?
Who was the
You know what it is
manager in
with
his
me,
first
yeah?
season? Ollie or something?
It was Ollie.
Ollie and obviously
See,
Ragnick.
again, and Ollie
Hear
didn't
me
know
out,
what he was doing. No one thrived.
No,
nobody
well, we
thrived.
didn't know what we were doing when we signed
No,
him.
no.
Hear me out on this one, yeah. And I've looked at it today and I thought, when you look at Sancho, this is not an excuse for Sancho, yeah. But I look at him, he's never really played with a number 9. I'm not even adding Martial because he's barely been fit. He's had Ronaldo, for me, too old and probably on the decline. He's had Weghorst, again, not good enough. And then now he's having Højlund. When you look at Sancho at Dortmund, he thrived under Haaland, a guy who runs in behind, physical, pace, a lot of movement, a lot of kind of, hold-up play as well. This, for me, could be the best springboard to resurrect his career. If you don't work out with him, and again, he's given equal minutes with a proper number 9, this is where I look at Sancho and think, you know what? He could probably have the best chemistry with Højlund. In terms of a number 9 that's willing to go behind.
Minutes, yeah? He's not getting
this is what I'm
equal
saying.
starts.
Well, if that's not the situation, then we don't know.
Things.
Well, there you go then, innit? Well, it's not going to work out.
This is the point.
We're just
and that's
wasting
where
our
the
time.
scapegoating comes,
wasting our
bro.
time.
If you're not starting him week in, week out, then you can't judge him, bro. You can't judge him because he's not an impact player. He's not a player like Garnacho, that's direct. And, do you know what I mean? There's got like a quick first 5 yards to get away from people. He's not an impact player, bro.
Can I ask you a question though, Rants? Be honest, Has his career at Man United been underwhelming though? Be honest.
Of course it is. For the ability that he has, it has been underwhelming.
Okay, say no
Do you know what I mean? But we can't take context. But you can't take context out of it. The guy
No, I
came
hear
in,
that.
yeah.
The game-
He came
this
into
is
the
a
club
game
when
plan
Oli
shit.
was dying, yeah. And then man came in when Ralph came in. Sancho was actually one of our best players in the 4-3-3 team.
Yeah.
He was, but people forget
Course.
that. People want to forget that Sancho was performing very well in that Ralph Rangnick system, very well.
Yeah.
And then Ralph left. Do you know what I mean? Then another new manager again, bro. So let's not pretend, yeah, that there's been no stability at the club, bro, and he's never been afforded stability. Rashford's been afforded stability that even in the season where he scored like 5 goals or something like that, he still started every game.
No, I see it.
When a Sancho, yeah, been afforded the opportunity to start every game, it's never happened. Do you know what I mean? So when man are judging him against Antony, who starts every game, Sancho starts every game. Do you know what I mean? It's a piss take. And the same thing happened with Martial as well. Martial wasn't starting every game. Under Jose, he went and he bought Alexis Sanchez when Martial was oozing, yeah? And since then, Martial couldn't really get back.
Decisions, man.
Exactly.
Yeah,
and then Martial
man.
couldn't get back into the team. He wasn't afforded the opportunity to consistently play bad because he wasn't starting. And this is the problem. Do you know what I mean? The problem is when people are talking about all these players with GA at Man United, they're also the players that play the most minutes.
Yeah.
Donny's another example as well.
Outside of
Donny's
Rashford,
another
these man
example.
don't get-
Bruv, Donny
these
van
man
de
don't
Beek
get
has
GA.
never been given a fair shake, yeah, at Man United either. He's never been put in the Man United side with Man United's best players to
With
see how
better
he
players
does.
as well.
He always
With
gets
better
put in the
players.
team when they've made 8 changes, and then he
Yeah,
doesn't
8
do
changes,
well,
yeah.
and then man say he's dead, bro. Do you know what I mean? And this
But
is the
also as
problem.
well- But also as well, we always give excuses to like people like Luke Shaw. Luke Shaw's been in 8 years, 9 years.
8 years, and
I'm
man
seeing
are
the-
still making excuses for him.
I don't
But
give
man,
no excuses
but man
to
are
him.
telling
There
me
you go.
that Martial and
Not good
about
enough.
Sancho when Shaw's been here for 8-9 years.
Yeah,
Get out
I
of
don't
here,
give
bro.
no excuses.
That's
to Luke
that's
Shaw.
true as well, man. People
I've
don't have the
been
same
done
energy
with Shaw.
though. That's the problem, man. If
Yeah,
everyone had
people
the
are
same energy
favourites.
for everyone, I think for me, everyone would be kind of like blunt in what they say. But
But
the problem
Saeed-
is though, we don't have the same energy for everyone.
Because everybody's too many fans have favorites. There's too many player stands. That's
There you
why
go.
I'm not a player stan. I'm not player FC. I'll never turn around and say I'll criticize my favorite player and criticize my least favorite player in the same vein. I'm a Manchester United FC stan. I want what's best for the football club. I couldn't care less.
There
Sancho,
you
I
go.
think I've said before, he's super talented. Should have moved him on in the summer. That's where all this stems from, is us preparing to fail. I mean, us not preparing properly. He was never going to... Look at the way Ten Hag is trying to play football. Look at the wingers who have success here. Look at your Pelestri, Garnacho, Rashford. There's a reason all 3 of them have all
Do you
same
reckon
things
Sancho
in
was
common.
told something this summer? Do you reckon Sancho was told something this summer that
Maybe.
you would get more minutes and this is your position?
Bro, from what I've heard, yeah, he was told he was going to get more minutes because he wanted to leave last January, and then season starts and then he's not in the starting lineup, and that shocked him. And things have been kind of funny ever since.
Well, there you go. That's what I'm saying. I think for me, the way he came out in that argument, yeah, he goes for other reasons that I won't go into.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Maybe he was told that, you know what, man, you're playing here or you're going to be doing this. And then all of a sudden, because it gets a bit sticky and certain favourites come involved and, you know what I mean? And your philosophy or whatever changes, you don't go back on your promises. That's where he's probably looking at it thinking, you know what, Bondness, I'm going to come out and make a statement because no one's having my back. You know what I mean, bro? No one's having my back, so I'm going to say what I got to say. And sometimes, you know what? Fair play if you've got that energy. Because at the end of the day, it's your career, innit? It ain't my career, guys, yeah? So at the end of the day, when a player feels a type of way, that's on them, innit? So I can never control someone how they feel, innit? If that's how he feels, that's why I said if Ten Hag's saying what he's got to say, then the player's got to say what he's got to say. And then we find out what's in the middle.
Bro, you know what's telling for me, Saeed? What's telling for me, is Sancho's someone that don't really post on socials. When he was going through a hard time, he deactivated his social media. So he's not someone to just be out on social media running his mouth. You know them ones. So the fact that he's felt that he's needed to come out and say something, I believe he's definitely been violated. Because if he hadn't been, he would have just kept quiet like he always does, bro. He's not someone that's active on social, bruv. Like, he's happy to not have it. Do you see what I'm saying? So the fact that man's come out, someone's wronged him, bro. Like, there's no way. I don't care what people think.
Yeah, someone checked him. Someone checked him somewhere. Someone said some false promises down the line, whether it's Myrtle, whether it's in his contract or something or whatever. Someone said something, and ultimately he's not feeling the type of way. Especially now when you look at it, we lost a lot of players in the summer. We lost a lot of, we don't have even really a striker. Like, he's willing to sacrifice himself in his eyes, say, okay, I'll play this false 9 role then. I'm willing to play that role. And he did it. This is what I'm saying. This is why for me, when people say about training, I don't believe it. Sometimes I'm like training. Man's on a good feeling right now. If you're feeling down and you're not playing and you know what I mean, you're not even in the first team, etc., etc. Like you won't train well. But this guy is actually been playing well in the preseason and he's on a positive feeling. I don't see Sancho now negative feeling or whatever. Like he feels a bit positive. You see this like kind of his body language and that you can feel like he's smiling
Bro,
and
in
that in training.
pre-season,
Like,
bro,
come
he
on.
was posting pictures, smiling and that on his Instagram and that with the mandem and all these other things, bro. You could tell that he was feeling positive about the season, and then that's what's happened, bro. That the whole
Well,
thing's
there you
been a
go, man.
circus, bro. Like, do you know what I mean? The same way
But this club's a
I spoke
circus, man.
out, the same way I spoke out when Jose went and brought in Alexis, and shagged Martial, and then Martial's shirt number got taken by Zlatan, and then you've brought in Jadon Sancho, to Man United. He's had 3 different managers in 3 years, if I've counted correctly. Was it 3 managers or was it 4? I don't know.
Like
so he's had
Ten Hag,
Oli, Ralph,
and
Ten Hag. So he's had 3
Ten
managers
Hag,
in 3 years, He ain't been given a fair crack of the whip by any of
Carrick
them.
as well.
Oh yeah, Carrick 4. There you go. And then you brought in CR7, So then he didn't get his shirt. Do you know what I'm saying? And then you brought in Mason Mount and gave Mason Mount the shirt that he was supposed to get when he came to the club. These men have been violating him, bro. The same way that Martial got violated. He came to the club because they probably sold him a dream and told him, that, like, he's part of, like, some future project and they're going to build the club around it. They've done nothing of the sort. You know, man, it's the same thing they done with Pogba. They brought man in for the big name thing, and then, bro, they ain't
Never
helped,
built
man.
around him.
Never, bruv,
They
they
never
even
built
built
around
around
him.
him. They ain't even put him in a system, or giving him the opportunity to succeed, bro.
Put him in a double pivot with McTominay.
Bro,
Bro,
they
that's
never,
what I'm saying.
bruv,
And now we're
they
doing with
never put
Casemiro
man
now.
in a
You know what I
position
mean?
to
It's mad.
succeed at any point, bro. And you know what's so funny, Man always talk about, how it's about systems now in football and systems and how it's not about individuals no more and this, that, and the other. Cool. We then put man in the right system then. We done the same thing with Juan Mata, bro. We brought him in from Chelsea. We never got to see the Juan Mata of Chelsea at Man United.
On the right wing,
Because we played him everywhere except where he was supposed to play. And at Chelsea, bro, like he was one of the best players in the league when we signed Juan Mata.
Talent dies at United, man. Talent dies, man. When you deep it, man, talent dies at Man United, bro. We look at Depay, we look at Di Maria, Falcao, all these players, man. They die at Man United, bro. I don't know what it is, bro. Like every single player that we think, this is
all
it
the good
now.
players we signed,
dying,
we killed them.
Yeah, this is where talent
Killed
dies.
them, bro.
Talent dies here. You know what I'm saying? That we know this.
Bruv, we kill all the good players at the club, and people want to blame the players. Always want to blame the players.
Everyone.
But how can it be? How can it always be the players, blood?
Yeah,
Well, there you go.
It's like here. This is why we need a nice, a proper setup. But we know these things.
Man. That's what I'm saying. For me, that's why Ragnick should not have went, man. Bring in Ragnick. You got a guy who knows what. So if he knows what the manager's philosophy is, he can say, right, I'm going to kind of almost tailor it to I know what you need. I know what you want. Don't worry, I got you. I'm gonna buy this player. I'm gonna get Enzo for you. I'm gonna get this player because I know what your system's about. And he's a footballing man. But you're telling me John Miller and these man know what? Yeah, come on, man. That's why Ten Hag do what he wants to do now.
Yeah, but bro,
He
the
said,
whole
Ten Hag
thing's
said,
a
"No,
shambles,
you, man."
Saeed, bro. The manager decided he wanted to play transition ball, and he signed Antony that always turns back when he gets the ball.
Yeah,
What's the point?
He switched up. Yeah, he switched. He had one idea and then he has switched 100%. We spoke on
Bro.
this. He has.
If you're gonna play transition
Why?
ball, then only sign direct players.
Yeah, got your Rashfords, Garnachos, Palestris. Yeah.
Come on, bro. That's it. Just sign them and play them. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, what his squad selection is a contradiction of the style of football that he said that he wants to play. It makes no sense.
Yeah, because like I said, he
Yeah.
changed.
But he said it in the interview, though, man. Do you not see his interview? He said,
What did he say?
I may not play the football I want to play because of the players I've got. But I'm like, hold on a minute. You don't
signed enough
don't,
players.
For me. Yeah. So I don't think
You
for
signed
me,
enough
like,
players,
you
didn't
do
you?
that. Well, that's what I'm saying. So I don't understand when he did that interview, everyone was shocked, man, because it's like, yo, listen, you don't put down your principles because you know certain players. Nah, man.
No.
You keep what you're meant to do. But boy, listen, man, we'll find out, man. Because listen, it's a long season, man, and we need to play good football, man. Listen, we went third. Don't get me wrong. Last season was a good season, but bro, I need to see better football, man. That's what I need to see now. Football and results. Why can't we get both, man? That's
That's
the way I
asking
kind
for
of
too
look at
much.
it.
Like you said to me, are you joking, fam? Like you said to me earlier on in the show, you know this team, Saeed. You know this club. What do you mean?
Bro,
Come
man
on, man.
like Big Ange is playing good football, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Bro,
I think for
immediately,
me, bro,
bro.
immediately, you get me? So we just
Should have
need to
signed Madison, man.
have a plan.
Said it. Should have signed
Well,
Madison.
Bro, I just
yeah, but
think,
apparently
yeah,
he don't
like,
track back. He don't track back, apparently. That's what they're saying.
yeah, but
He don't
even
track back, you
there
know.
was a quote from Postecoglou, and he said, yeah, like in the modern game, players like Madison, yeah, get stifled, yeah, because man are relying too heavily on structure and stuff like that, bro. Players like Madison, you
Facts.
just have to build a structure around them. You don't try and fit them into a system, bro.
Facts. You
Yep.
just let
You
him
don't.
flourish. That's
Exactly,
why they're
and that's what you're
flourishing
supposed to
so
do. And we
much.
should have done the same thing with Pogba. You don't fit him into a system, bro. Do you know what I mean? You fit the system around what he's not good at, because the things that he is good at is enough to win you a game.
Yeah, facts.
You know, like that. And this is what you do. Do you know what I mean? But a lot of these guys just don't understand that very basic things, bro. And Postecoglou gets it, bro. Like, he
Yep.
gets it.
100%. 100%. He gets it. You know what I mean? So, bro, listen. Obviously, our manager will be able to win trophies, and that's what not Tottenham get. But end of the day, man, and we need to see style as well, man. I gave it obliged last season. Don't get me wrong, man. The football wasn't great, yeah. But at the same time, I was like, okay, next season and you know what? To be fair, he's now got his spine. Now he's got Onana, he's got Amrabat, he's got Hoyland. That's a spine. Mount as well, if you include him, what he's got here. So we should see better football now. There shouldn't be an excuse now to just drop Mount Amrabat, because now you've got your spine. So when we're saying we need control in midfield and you've got Amrabat on the bench and he's not playing, well, that's on you now. So then every single situation becomes his problem now. There ain't no more excuses anymore. You got the players here now. Let's see what our team is able to build now. You know, because he's got the spine there now. So let's see. That's why I think for me, he will turn it around. I've got this firm belief that Ten Hag will turn it around. We just have to wait and see.
You think so?
I think so for me, because I feel like for me, he's just understanding what his team has got now. He's understanding what his style is. And I think now that he's got his spine fully there, Hoyland, Amrabat, and now Onana, I think for me, he just needs time to gel. And once that gels, I think we will play better football. But he's got to stop being stubborn and start playing the players that are meant to be in their position.
I
I'm
don't,
gonna go
I don't
far
think
to
we're
say,
going to play
yeah.
better football, but
I
I
ain't
think
gonna
that
say-
the results are going to get better because Amrabat
see
will
that
come
happening.
in and give us balance.
Well, we'll
because
see.
Casemiro
We'll see.
likes to break forward, and I think that Amrabat will be able to cover for him when he goes forward. But in terms of the football's not improving, bro. I don't know what the manager coaches on the ball, honestly, because I don't see any coaching on the ball. I don't see
Like
any.
I said, I could see that. I could see him turning it around because we watched him do it last season, where we had a poor start and it's pretty much been the same start. So I can see the results getting better. I can see the performances overall
sure.
getting better. The football, no. So that's why I'm not saying, oh,
Agreed.
Ten Hag out or anything like that. I'm like, all right, let's wait and see. Because I've seen you turn it around before. You did it last
Yeah.
season. So you can do it again. You're more than capable. Now
Yeah.
you have more of your players as well. Like you mentioned, the spine that you already have.
Don't get
This
me
is your
wrong.
spine.
Against Brighton, we'll get totally dominated, and we may end up doing what we did against Nottingham Forest and winning the game
we'll win
3-2.
the game.
But I
think we'll
need
win
to
the
see a steady. I need to see a steady progress in your style of play. So from now till December, I'm looking to see that your team, we are progressively playing better football. I think Arsenal game, there was a lot to admire about Arsenal game. We kept the ball better. Ericsson was playing good. You know, we played like, let's not gas it here. Let's not. We always like to be negative here, but Arsenal weren't the game to be negative. Like, we played well against Arsenal, but it's now doing it on a consistent basis. You know, we don't do that enough.
I don't think we
consistently.
played. I don't think we played negative against Arsenal. I just think we
And
played.
that's what I'm saying. I don't think we did.
We
Yeah,
played
that's what I'm saying.
tactical. Do you know what I mean? We
actually
played
played
tactical against Arsenal. Do you know what I
We
mean?
played
and
well,
it
man.
worked. I thought the overall setup of the team and the performance was good.
Yeah, we actually put in a
Was
performance,
good.
which is what I wanted. We just gave away 2 sloppy goals, but outside of that,
Agreed.
we actually put in a performance away from home. Like, it surprised me how we set up our side. We look balanced. We look
Yeah.
defensively sound. We know about Manchester United going
Yeah.
forward and the deficiencies there, but it was like, okay, if we actually set up like that away from home in more of the bigger games, we'll get some results. And we should have got a result there.
Simple.
We should have,
Simple.
but we didn't. So
100%. And before we
yeah.
wrap up, guys, make sure you smash the like button. We got 2.5K in here. We ain't even got 1,000
Come on.
likes yet, so we need to get that up.
Nah,
And
that's wild. That's
like,
wild.
It looks like a lot of people are misprofiling Amrabat. Do you know what I mean? And also
Ball
misprofiling
carrier, man.
Casemiro. I don't know why people are of the opinion that Cass is gonna sit and Amrabat's gonna go, bruv. Like, it's probably gonna be the other way around. It's probably going to be the
You
other
think
way
so?
around.
I think it's the other way around.
I don't think
I
so.
think for me,
Do you know what
Amrabat
I'm
will go
saying?
forward.
I don't
Okay.
think so. I think
Right,
Cass
okay.
goes forward.
All right.
And the reason why I say I think Cass goes forward, you watch Casemiro,
Okay.
yeah? He always wants to get ahead of the ball. Always. He's not a sitter, bro. He's never been a sitter, bro. Like, he scores goals. He scores
Yeah.
goals. I don't see Amrabat
And he
getting
does-
into the box and winning and getting in the box and winning headers and scoring overhead kicks. I don't see that from
Who's the
him.
better ball carrier though? Who would you want better though? For me, Amrabat.
No,
When I've
yeah,
looked
but
at
it's
him
not
and I've
about ball.
watched him,
It's
he's a
not
better
about
ball
ball carrying. It's not about ball carrying. It's not about ball carrying.
But I
because
get it. You can be
Amrabat,
in the right positions.
you can be a ball carrier from the number 6. Do you know what I'm saying? Because you look at Declan Rice, he plays in the 6, yeah, and he carries
Yeah.
the ball. Do you know what I'm saying? He does, but he
I
doesn't
hear
break
that.
into the. But he doesn't break into the box. Cass breaks into the box. Don't be surprised, don't be surprised if you see Casemiro ahead of him a lot of the time.
No, but they can interchange though. I think there's no problem in interchanging. One of them can go forward, one of them can sit. That's for me. That's tactically better for us anyway. The fact that we don't have like a McTominay or Fred.
Yeah,
Bro,
there's not
McTominay
going to
or
be
Fred,
there's not going to be
Fred's
someone
gonna
that's
sit on
told
his
that
own.
they have to sit all the time.
Yeah, basically. So McTominay,
But-
when he went, he was better going forward. Fred, he couldn't really sit. He wasn't his game. And McTominay couldn't sit and vice versa. So they were both bad for each other. But I think these two complement each other well. One can sit,
100%.
one
One
can
will
break.
go, one will sit. But don't be
Yeah,
surprised if you
it's
see
better.
Cass ahead of him a lot.
Yeah. No, I hear you. I hear
Like
you.
you've
I hear
seen
you.
like you've seen on the memes, man. People are calling them the twins from Breaking Bad. You know what I'm saying? So we gonna see how this works out and that. That shit I'd be rolling when I seen them twins.
I need to still watch that, by the way. I still don't watch Breaking
Still
Bad.
don't watch, fam. You need to watch that.
Nah, man.
What are you doing?
Can't
fam?
lie, man. I need to watch Top Boy
Watch
anyway
that.
tonight. Anyway, so
Yeah. You gotta
And
watch
then
Trust
we'll
me,
go.
we're,
You
we're
have to
here
watch
anyway at
Midfield,
9
man.
o'clock, guys. We're doing a watch party for a couple episodes
Yeah.
still. So
come on.
that's going to be
Watching
lit.
Thingy tonight, man. Equalizer 3, man. So I'm going to cinemas
yeah,
tonight.
shit, that's
Then I'll-
out.
Okay,
Yeah,
I didn't even
need
know
to
that
watch
was
that.
out, bro. I'm gonna
Yeah,
be
it came
real.
out the end
Yeah,
of
it's out.
August.
I'm gonna go tonight. So I watch Top Boy probably on the weekend or
Enjoy,
something.
man.
But yeah, man. Big up,
Yeah,
man.
You and the
Know what I'm
gal
saying?
enjoy it, Saeed, man.
That's
You know what I'm
crazy.
saying?
Nah, not even, not even, man. You can't take no girl to the cinemas, bro. Girl to the cinemas. This ain't no 2007, bro. Come on, man.
Why can't you take
Come on,
girl
bro.
cinemas? They like
Nah,
films
you can't
too.
take girl to
Why
the
can't you
cinemas,
take
man.
girl cinemas? Why not? Why not? fam?
Nah,
That's
what I'm
funny,
saying.
bro.
I
Why
don't do
not?
that. I don't do that.
Oh, you don't do them things,
I don't
nah?
do that.
You know what I'm saying? That you got,
Nah,
you got,
man.
you got,
You gotta go
got
for
the
a meal or
you got
something,
you got the ensuite at yard. That's what it is. I forgot innit. You got that
Bro.
top tier money, man. You get that top tier money, man. So you
I
get that top
don't
tier
promise
money.
you.
I see you, fam. You know what I'm saying? You get that big
Aye,
money in that.
listen.
You got a popcorn machine at
Listen,
yard,
man.
innit? I see you, man.
Nah,
The
this is
16
this is
Cinemas
crazy.
chill time, bro. I can't lie. Cinemas too chill. What am I gonna do with the cinemas, bro? What am I gonna gain from it, man? There's
What do
nothing
you-
to
what you
do,
gonna
man.
get? Watch the
You're watching
film,
a
man.
film.
Yeah, watch
That's
the
what I'm
film.
saying, but I'm watching a film though.
You
Well,
watch the
you know,
film?
if you're going to a date, if you're doing something there, you get me like it's a romantic. Bro, I'm watching a film. Leave me alone. I ain't gonna talk to you in the cinema. There ain't no romantic
It's
feeling
that
there.
though. It's that. Hondo. It's that. I'll be real.
I mean, like,
It's that. It's
you
that.
laugh, you laugh.
You know.
Oh, you're killing me, man.
Yo,
You're
you killing me,
guys.
guys.
Oh, you lot get them lights
Bro.
up, man.
Link, you know what I'm
You
saying?
know,
You
like
can link
that.
arms, fam, Saeed. You can link arms in the cinema, man.
Bro.
That's romantic. Cold hands. You get what I'm saying? And
Nah, that's crazy.
romantic.
I just want to be left alone, man. I want to put the recliners up. I just want to chill and relax, bro. You get me? Yeah, that's funny.
You lot get them lights
Nah,
up, man.
me-
Let's get
Hey,
to
bump with the
1,000,
lights.
man. We got
Bump with the
2,500 in here, brother. On 886, man. Let's get up to 1,000 lights, people. You already know what it is. Make sure you follow up the Mandem's channels. The link is in the title. We're gonna forward over to we're gonna redirect to Saeed's channel. Let them know what's going on, bro.
Yeah, man. Just check me out 6 p.m. We're gonna be doing a debate show, man. So yeah, come and check us over. And yeah, large up the chat, man. It's been a good show, man. I can't lie, man. Some wild stuff being said, but what do you expect on a rant show, man? That's what we do, man. we always say what we gotta say. You get me, like.
Hey, bro, it's entertainment, fam. You know them ones there.
Entertainment, man.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Man don't
yeah, I
care.
hear
Man
you.
don't care how you feel about me as long as you feel something. Pause. You know, like that. Pause, brother. You know, like that. That's what it is,
This
bro.
guy
Love or
kills
hate,
me.
blood. It's
Yeah,
the
yeah.
same thing, blood. You know them ones there, bro. Do you know
100%.
what I mean? When you
Exactly,
don't
man.
feel anything, yeah, that's how I know that man's not doing what I'm supposed to be doing, and that's just what it is.
Facts.
You know, like that.
Shout out Dave in the private chat running bants as well. Big up Dave, man.
Yeah, this thing, man, is
Dave
wild,
running
man.
bants,
He's
yo.
been
innit?
wild.
Dave running bants, yo. You know what
Come
I'm
on,
saying?
G. Innit? Dave said that Saeed's
Yeah.
taking Garnacho to the pictures and that, bro.
Bro,
it's
listen,
crazy.
I'm out of it, man. I'm out of it.
There's someone legit in the chat who's planning on taking their gal cinema, and now Saeed made them feel world, man. Don't let
That's
something
what-
make you
that's
feel
what
like
I'm
that to you,
saying,
man.
bro.
Take
Do you
your
know what I'm
girl to
saying?
cinema if you lot enjoy it, man. Don't let something.
That's
do
what I
that
mean.
to you,
And,
like.
and before we go as well, man, them saying, "Oh, Rants is ducking smoke or something," and I don't know. Apparently, someone I don't know, bro. Someone was saying something, bro, about
Who was saying what?
about me, but saying, "Oh, they want to debate me and that." You saw it, innit?
No, I didn't see it. Who said this?
Bruv, them man know who. Bruv, this brother. You know them one.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I didn't know.
Bruv, this brother. Bruv, man wants to debate me, you know.
About what? What did I miss? What did he want to debate?
Bruv,
you
man
about?
wants to debate me, yeah. When man's doing these things, blood. You know, like that. Man's out here with Antony and that doing up club life, brother. Man wants to debate me about Man United. Like, man's going to be honest. You know, like that. How's man going to debate me, blood? You know, like that on
I
what?
didn't know that.
Do you know what I mean? For man to revoke his passes. You know them one? Like, that's
I didn't know
crazy.
that. This is news.
Do you know what I mean?
to me.
That's never going to happen.
The
You
chat
know,
not
like that's
this
never
nothing.
going to happen. Do you know what I'm saying?
It's
So,
nothing.
I don't know what there is to debate. You know, there's nothing to debate.
First,
And this is what it is.
I didn't know
So it's not gonna happen. You know, like that. It's not gonna happen, people. Do you know what I mean? So you lot could keep telling me all the time that, oh yeah, my man saying you're ducking the smoke. I'm not ducking the smoke. There is no smoke. There is no smoke. You know the ones there, like it's not a debate that's worth having. I'll be real. Do you know what I'm saying? So that's exactly why. Man's on the payroll. You seen it there first. Microphone with the man at the moment. You know, like that. So there's nothing to debate, bruv. You know what I'm saying? So the game is the game, people. I mean, now we cleared it up.
Bump
Man,
up the likes,
make sure
lot,
you
man.
follow
Bump up the likes.
Sarcasm City. You already know what it is.
Sarcasm City,
You know,
new
like that.
people.
Man are gonna forward you to Saeed's channel for the 6 o'clock show, people. I'm back here at 7 o'clock with Redmond. You get me? And then at 9 o'clock we got the Top Boy watch party, blood. Man are gonna watch the first 2 episodes as well. So tonight's lit, bruv. We're just getting started. So big up everyone inside. And man, we'll see you guys back here at 7.